We can't seem to get out of the situation where we have high temperatures in parts of Eastern and Southern Europe, while Western areas are experiencing wet and cool weather due to the pests from the West. This week will be no different, with the same overall pattern expected, with new Atlantic systems and repeated rounds of severe weather as a heat dome intensifies further east. All the details on the storms, high temperatures, and precipitation trends will be coming up in this video, so let's get started. We're starting off with photo of the day, and this time we have a picture sent in by Ice Resistance in Oklahoma. This is a perfect example of a cumulus congestus cloud, which is the stage between cumulus mediocris and cumulonimbus. They indicate an unstable atmosphere and can be characterized by sharp outlines, a resemblance to cauliflower, and significant upward growth. Today I'll be introducing a new segment for my videos called Extreme Weather Events Worldwide. This time we're taking a trip to southern Australia, where temperature records have been broken. The southern hemisphere is currently in the middle of winter, so this isn't a heat record being broken, but rather a low temperature record. A large area of high pressure which moved in from the west in late June became established over Australia by the start of July. The atmospheric pressure continued to increase throughout last week, challenging the all-time record of 1,044 millibars set in 1967. This kept the weather dry and clear, allowing for the air to easily cool down in the evenings and overnight hours. This led to a record cold temperature of -13 degrees Celsius in central Tasmania. Now, as of July 9th, 2024, the high-pressure system has moved on and will meander around New Zealand for a few days. Let's head back to the Northern Hemisphere for an update on the tropics. Tropical Depression Beryl is now over the continental United States after making its final landfall as a Category 1 hurricane yesterday on the Texas coast. The remnants of Beryl will bring rain and a risk of severe storms from the Mid-South to the Ohio Valley today, before completely dissipating by the end of the week. Other than that, the National Hurricane Center page is looking quiet, with no other concerning tropical disturbances at this time. In the beginning of this forecast, I mentioned that this week would feature some new Atlantic storms. The first one has already arrived, bringing some rainfall and cloud cover from Iberia to the United Kingdom and Ireland. It will become more impactful, especially in France and the Benelux countries, where the next round of strong to severe storms is expected. The system will grow in size by Wednesday, pushing some heavier rainfall up into Scandinavia as intense storms reach Central Europe. Then our second system comes into view, weakening on its approach to the French coast throughout the day on Thursday. This might seem like good news at first, but once again it's going to become a bigger deal when it moves inland, in the form of severe thunderstorms. You can see that quite clearly on Friday, with widespread shower and thunderstorm activity initiating in the afternoon. The weak low-pressure system associated with this will quickly move north into the weekend, carrying another round of severe weather through Central Europe into the Baltic countries. By Sunday, a third Atlantic system will arrive, possibly setting the stage for the same pattern to persist into next week. Over the next 5 days, light to moderate rainfall is expected from northwest Iberia and the United Kingdom all the way to Central Europe and up through most of the Nordic countries. Some of the heaviest rain is possible in areas that see thunderstorms or persistent steady rain, and this will be more likely where you see darker green and yellow. On the other hand, the majority of Iberia will see dry weather with some clouds at times, with the same being true in Italy. The Balkans will be a bit of a mix this week, with mostly dry and hot weather expected, but I can't rule out some isolated thunderstorms. Lastly, Turkey and some surrounding countries can expect downpours and thunderstorms on a daily basis. This next map will help you visualize how the upcoming rainfall will compare to average. Most of Iberia is left without any colors since dry weather is typical this time of the year, but with rainfall coming in for a portion of northwest Spain and Portugal, a green area was added. Most of the United Kingdom and Ireland will see precipitation this week, but it will be less than average in the west and perhaps above average in the southeast. The widespread green across mainland Europe is interrupted by this tan shade from Italy to Russia, and this is a region which is expecting high temperatures and dry conditions. Moving on to my extended severe thunderstorm outlook, these are the areas I'm watching. Between Tuesday, July 9th and Saturday, July 13th, severe weather is expected on a daily basis in different parts of the risk area. The red area, which extends from Switzerland to the Baltic countries, is where I have even more confidence in severe thunderstorms, some significant. In some parts of Europe, which may experience little to no rainfall in the coming week, high temperatures could become a concern. It's already been hot in various places across Europe in recent weeks, but as Atlantic moisture keeps the West in a temperature roller coaster, the East will only see heat intensify. Out ahead of the first system, we see an increase in temperature in parts of France and the Benelux countries, but this, of course, is short-lived. On Wednesday, temperatures will be far above average east of the cold front, and you can see that very clearly in Poland, with cooler weather filling in on the backside. By the latter half of the week, when the next system moves through, the situation will remain unchanged for some southern and eastern parts of Europe. If anything, the heat will only become more intense, and you can see the evidence of that as the orange color becomes darker. Now for the temperature anomaly map, this will help you see the overall pattern a bit clearer. Temperatures will run below average from Morocco all the way to Scandinavia, with everyone else in a warmer pattern. In the red shade from North Africa to Belarus, well above average temperatures are expected. That's going to be all for today, but remember to stay tuned since I upload shorter videos throughout the week to keep you updated on rapidly changing weather conditions. When I can't post forecasts like this one, make sure you visit the community tab regularly for supplementary updates. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.